It smells so good. It smells exactly like a McDonald's English muffin. It really does. This week, I'm tackling some cleaning projects around the house. That's the smell of clean, baby. And even the car. Not quite corroded, but definitely dirty. Oh yeah, get the roof. Oh my goodness, this is long overdue. Let me tell you, it's good to see a soapy car. We all know that one of my favorite things is to keep my car in pristine order. So back at one of my favorite places, taking care of a lot of car cleaning tips today. My parking spot has had pigeons. So I get pigeon poop in my car all the time. And that's not good for your paint. It's no surprise that I love a clean car, and these are some of my go-tos that I keep on hand. I like a variety of towels for different jobs. Microfiber that I can use on the interior, options for the exterior. It may seem like overkill, but I like these color coordinated so I know gray is for outside and green is for inside. And just some old rag towels that I can use for any unexpected spills and messes. I've used these a lot after hiking to just dust off my shoes. Trash bags are also great to keep in your car for trash, or even after a beach day, you could put your wet, sandy stuff right in here. If you have a smaller vehicle, you can use a smaller container and less towels. I also love automotive dash wipes. You can pick these up from automotive stores or online, but I sometimes get a few extra when I go to the car wash. For sticky hands and personal use, some on-the-go wipes also help. Just make sure they're sealed tightly and keep a small pack versus something larger. Whatever your favorite air freshener option is, I like to have a backup ready to go. Tissues are also great when you're on the go, and these tube packs are perfect for the car. And for my next trick, magic. I can juggle napkins. And let us not forget the age-old car care tip. Ask for extra napkins at the drive-thru. I like to keep them in a baggie, that way they don't end up a big mess in my center console. If you're vacuuming your car, one clever tip I love is to use a massage gun. It'll agitate dirt and dust so the vacuum can suck it up. You just may want to give it a wipe down after. I feel like I'm cleaning my car every week. I feel like this is just like cannot be clean enough, that car. I'm always at the auto store, and this place can be a little overwhelming. So many colors of things you can spray on your car. So I just immediately go to somebody and ask them, and he loaded me up. He said, "Oh, you asked the right person because I used to be in the car wash business." And I was like, perfect. So he said, just use this stuff as a simple, easy wax for the car, and gave me some stuff to clean the battery terminal. So we're doing a lot of car cleaning projects. Ooh, this looks fun. Really wax on, wax off. Don't think I'm getting that serious today. I think this is good enough. It's a whole kit. Battery treatment kit, a whole thing. Easy. Okay, I think we're set. A common issue with vehicles is dirty, corroded battery terminals. Not quite corroded, but definitely dirty. This is a simple project that I know you can do at home. The easiest step, locate where your battery is. Some cars actually have them in the trunk. With any project, it's really helpful to get all your tools and materials and keep them close by. Battery corrosion can be harmful to breathe in, get in your skin and clothes, so be extra careful. That's why I like to wear gloves. Resist the urge to blow or brush away any debris. Let's start by cleaning up and neutralizing any corrosion. You can find battery cleaning kits at automotive stores or online, of course, but an at-home solution is just a tablespoon of baking soda mixed with about a cup of water. If you're using a store-bought product, be sure to read the instructions first. Corrosion can be a result of the gases in the battery leaking out, and they can cause damage to the battery and to the function of your car. You'll want to remove the connections before you finish cleaning, so grab a wrench, loosen your terminals, and take them off. Start with your negative terminal, then your positive. This is also a good time just to inspect your battery and the terminals, make sure nothing looks loose, make sure your battery's not bulging and nothing's leaking. To clean your terminals, many automotive kits come with a wire brush like this. You can use that to clean those terminals, but a dedicated battery cleaner is gonna be affordable and the correct solution. It has a brush for the ports and a brush for the connectors. Another handy safety precaution, make sure the connectors don't touch any of the terminals while you're cleaning. Once you've brushed off those ports and everything looks clean, you can give everything a rinse, and it helps to put some water in a spray bottle. There was a lot of dirt built up on this. Just have a rag that I can gently wipe away any excess water. You'll want to protect those ports and connections, and you can do that with a little petroleum jelly that'll help lubricate things and protect it against further corrosion. An alternative is to buy a spray protectant. If you're using a terminal cleaning kit, they'll come with these little protector pads that you'll put underneath. I'm gonna connect everything positive first. Make sure connections are nice and snug. Now this one. Now, just applying that corrosion protectant. When you're tackling a battery cleaning project, just make sure you're in a well-ventilated area. All right, I'm doing a little refresher here. My change oil light has come on, but I just got my oil changed. They didn't reset the sensor, so you can manually do it yourself. I did a video on this forever ago. Sometimes that step gets skipped, but you can reset it yourself. But I forgot how to do it. So now I gotta watch my own video to remember how to reset my check engine light. For most cars, most older cars, it's the same procedure, but for newer cars, it may be in like a digital menu versus a manual procedure. Turn the key on to the run position, but do not start the engine. Fully depress the accelerator 3 times in 10 seconds. So a simple procedure, I just forgot what it was. Turn it on to accessory. 1, 2, 3. That should have done it. And then off. They're having a moment and we're just awkwardly sitting here resetting a car. Okay. It was gone. Ah, success. Okay, little, let's sit back for a little Christopher chat here. Don't put things off. That notification, a little alarm alert that I need to change the oil, I've been dealing with it for like 2 or 3 weeks. 1, because I wanted to show you how to reset it. And 2, I just kind of like dealt with it. Don't we do that a lot where you just kind of like deal with something annoying because you don't feel like fixing it in the moment? Like if there's a squeaky door, just spray it with WD-40 like one day, just put a little Vaseline on it. You will never have to be annoyed by it again. Instead, we just learn to tolerate these annoyances, you know? So anyways, it's my PSA for today. Thank you, enjoy. Ah, silence, much better. Will speeding really get you there quicker? When it comes to speeding, the reality doesn't really match up to expectations. Let's crunch some numbers. Don't judge my artistic ability. Say you're a car traveling 60 miles at 60 miles per hour. That'll take you 1 hour. If you push that to 70 miles per hour, you're only saving 9 minutes. That's only 9 minutes of time saved over an hour, and that's not including traffic, stoplights, and other cars. Going extremely over the speed limit, especially in cities and daily commutes, not getting anyone anywhere quicker. And of course, traveling at higher speeds increases your risk of accidents and reduces the amount of time you can react to unexpected situations. And not to mention that speeding has an effect on fuel economy too. Most vehicles are gonna be optimized for the most fuel economy between 50 and 60 miles per hour. So going faster, especially over long distances, means you're burning way more fuel. And on top of that, the additional cost of a potential speeding ticket, pull over, that thing is too fast. Pull over, that thing's too fast. Well, this may seem like an after-school special segment or a little PSA after Saved by the Bell. You know, the more you know. Really, speeding doesn't get anybody anywhere. I'll leave the fast driving to the family, because they're the ones who can defy the laws of physics. I kind of want to get one of these. Growing up, we had the George Foreman because it was like all the craze. It makes such a mess. I don't know if it was really convenient or better or not. What is this? Oh, the electric knife. We had one of these. My grandma had one. It was used once a year by my grandfather to cut the turkey for Thanksgiving. And the one I think they had was like probably from the 60s. Now you know me and specialty items, but this one was kind of forced upon me. This is a product that my team suggested I test out. Now, let's see how this goes. I always think these manuals are so long, but then they're written in separate languages and you realize that like English is just like the first 2 pages. You're like, I've got to read all this? No. Now how do I, oh, it comes off. First thing with any new appliance, clean it. So it says preheat first, so I'm actually gonna, the cord is very short, but I guess you'd be using this on a countertop where you're close to the device anyways. I have a quick little tip. So instructions say don't use frozen. Well, you can defrost your frozen patty if you're using a sausage like this with the device, and then add the other ingredients. Back to reading some more comments, so let's see what you have to say. Aren't you afraid of the ivy on the backsplash area? Okay, yes. So we were just playing around with backgrounds. The fake greenery back there was just for color and texture for a video we were shooting. It was not permanent. We took it away. You know that rule they have about cribs where you don't want something falling or like something to worry about over a crib? That's how I kind of view the stove. How to clean shoes with toothpaste. How about white shoes? I like it on the rubber sole, so you use a white toothpaste. That's the first key. I use the hydrogen peroxide and baking soda toothpaste. It's basically my favorite cleaners, all in the tube, and use your toothbrush. I'd avoid leather really with it, but it's really for that rubbery part of your shoe. Oh, and can you use any kind of toothpaste? So exactly like I was mentioning, you can clean a ton of stuff with that because it has the active ingredients that you're looking for to clean white surfaces. You can use it on grout, on stubborn stains. You can use it all over. I'm gonna put my bottom in, drop the patty, This is like a magic trick. Where did the sausage patty go? Voila, the vanishing breakfast sandwich. A little non-stick spray can help. So we're gonna let that egg cook for a little bit. Kitchen 101, clean as you go. So altogether, it takes probably about 5 minutes for a complete breakfast sandwich, especially if you've done this a bunch of times and as long as your ingredients are all ready to go. Mine took a little longer because I wanted to cook that patty a little bit longer. If you're trying to prep breakfast for multiple people at once, this may not be the way for you. I think this is great maybe for a dorm, like single living, a small space living. So you need to separate the egg out and then you lift this up. Oh my goodness. What a beaut. There's something so satisfying about how the egg is like the perfect round around there. It makes you feel like you went to a fast food place. Why am I keeping it generic? It makes you feel like it's like a McDonald's English McMuffin. Give it a minute because it is very, very hot. It just smells so good. It smells just like the fast food one, but. And a breakfast sandwich. Tasty, crispy, yummy, gooey breakfast sandwich. Quite impressed. David, not that I doubted you, but it is pretty freaking good. I guess I'm gonna have to start listening to my team some more. Nah. This sink is stained, and it's been a while since I've cleaned the sink. Luckily, I just need 2 of my favorite cleaning products to make this simple. A farm sink like this, anything porcelain's gonna be prone to attracting stains and scratches. I'm gonna start with a baking soda paste, just baking soda and a little water. You want a good scrubby sponge and go to work. I'm a porcelain sink. Of course I'm gonna stain. You can already see it coming up. That's why we love baking soda in the kitchen and around the house. This provides that little extra abrasiveness to cut through those stains. I'm gonna give everything a rinse, then see what areas we need to focus on. I'm gonna put a stopper in, and as a little boost of cleaning power, hydrogen peroxide. Getting there, just a little bit more scrubbing to go. Looks like these corners are a little tough. Really tough spots, put a little bit of that peroxide and baking soda paste, let it sit there for a minute. If you're done scrubbing, I like to do a final rinse with some dish soap. Watch out, Shamu, we're in the splash zone here. If you have a sink protector, it's a good time to give that a scrub too. Clean sink, who dis? These are an easy, affordable go-to DIY solution. For really tough set-in stains, try some Barkeeper's Friend. And a natural alternative, I love this Power Paste from Scrub Daddy. If you have any rust stains, I like to pre-treat it with some vinegar. Oh, that's the smell of clean, baby. Problem solved. I definitely find that multitasking does not work for me. I have to stay focused on one project, get that done, and move on to the next. Just not wired for it. Trying to do multiple tasks at once boost productivity? Research may suggest otherwise. The truth is, we often mistake multitasking for task switching. Our brains really aren't wired to focus on multiple tasks at once. Some research into cognitive science revealed that task switching can reduce productivity by up to 40%. This can also increase the chance of errors and the quality of your work because your brain's not focused on one task. In the short term, multitasking can make us feel like we're productive because we're busy. However, busyness and productivity are not the same thing. True productivity is a combination of efficiency and effectiveness, not just simply doing a lot of things. The key is single tasking, allowing for deeper concentration and better quality of work. Case in point, because I was doing like 6 things at once, I had to do that line like 8 times. And taking on individual steps of a project one at a time can reduce stress. And that stress can come from constantly dividing our attention between multiple tasks. To train your brain, one thing you can try is the Pomodoro technique. To do this, you just want to set focused intervals with short breaks in between. I'm gonna set a timer for about 20 minutes, keeping the focus on a single project. And of course, you're trying to train your behavior, so if you get distracted, just refocus, it's not a problem. And the more you practice, the better you'll get. Can you do a video on AirTags, keeping your car safe, apps to use on iPhone and Android phones? So my buddy, my pal, Cody, does a lot of tech tips.
Ta-da! All of the symbols, none of the work.
Check out Cody Problem Solved. It's like an offshoot of my Problem Solved videos. She does a ton of tech tips. You can find them on USA Today, but I would love to cover some more AirTag tips. When AirTags came out, I did a bunch of AirTag tips. If you have a misplaced item with an AirTag attached to it, here's how you can easily find it. It is good peace of mind to at least keep it in your luggage. I keep one on my keys. I keep one in my backpack. It makes such a good gift too. But yeah, I could do some more. How to make whipped honey. Does the air stay incorporated? So you wanna do it twice actually. I just did one whip to get the air in because I was making a small amount. It lasted probably about a week or so before it separated again, but the awesome thing that we all know about honey, it doesn't expire. Love it, thanks. Do you need to store in the fridge? Nope, don't store it in the fridge. That'll just solidify it. Honey does best at room temperature. As always, thank you for the comments. Keep them coming. I would love to respond.
I got to go.
No mess. Dip and scrub. That's work. Fixed. What a mess. So much better. Look at all the dirt coming out of there. Ooh, that sizzle sound means clean.